Good morning, City! You're watching City One Television, and this is program Good Morning City, and I'm your host and host, Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, we have again come today with a special program. Every time we come up with some special program with a special topic and we discuss regarding different things. And every time I come up with a different guest as well. So today also we have one of our special guests. Before that, you can watch us this episode in our various social medias such as Facebook, YouTube, and different social media platforms also. And today we are going to talk about the respective topic which will be revealed in a while, but I would like to mention this, that if you have any questions, any queries, anything that you would like to ask to our guest, to me, or to anyone else as well, if you want to keep your any opinions as well, you can write down your opinions in our Facebook comment. And obviously we will be replying back through this. Ladies and gentlemen, Nepal is a country where the tourism relies on the economy. So the economy of Nepal is somewhere handled by the tourism as well. We all know that Nepal is quite famous for its agriculture, and people over here are dependent on agriculture. But on the second hand, we see that tourism is the sector where government is also very focused, and people are also earning a huge amount from this. So tourism and Nepal is like somewhere parallelly walking together, holding hands. And especially on that note, today's episode is going to revolve around the Nepal's tourism, and we have a very special guest. This episode, Good Morning City's episode, one of the best episode. It's going to be one of the best episode because we have the international guest all the way from Czech Republic. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome international guest in our Good Morning City for the first time, all the way from Czech Republic, Mr. Ales Rajsky. Welcome, Ales. How are you feeling?
Namaste, bye. Good morning. I feel very well because I'm in Nepal.
Like Nepal and Ales has become something very close. Since when? Since when did you become so close to Nepal?
I can remember it very well because it's from 2015. It was a really deep experience. I was here for a month and it ends with the earthquake.
Oh, okay. So, which happened that's a very sad moment as well, yes. So you were at that moment?
Yes, I was here.
So you literally saw that destruction which happened?
Yes.
Okay, talking about Nepal and tourism.
Okay.
We all know that you are a world famous guide. And we know that you have been bringing a lot of peoples to Nepal and helping and supporting to the Nepal's tourism, although the government of Nepal is unknown about this. How do you feel being a back supporter for a Nepal tourism?
I think I'm just a small part of it because there are a lot of colleagues. They are more smart and more experienced than me, but I think I'm doing my best to support Nepal and also to show the people what Nepal is, and especially the Nepal people, how they are.
I wanted to ask you, how many countries have you been through until now?
I didn't count exactly, but I think it's around almost 30 countries.
30 countries. A very obvious questions also, which among these 30 countries, which was your favorite one? Being frank enough.
I even don't need to think about it. It's Nepal.
Yeah, that's obviously. But what is that thing that made you so close to Nepal?
I cannot say exactly because it's really deep in my heart, and it's like some connection which I have here during the experience which I had here, and it's completely different from other world. It's like a mix of cultures, beautiful mountains, beautiful nature, and you can see many things in one day. You just have one experience by one. It's like a lot of things.
Obviously, there are a lot of things to be explored in Nepal. Even though local peoples of Nepal, they have started visiting the different places. They have realized that the importance of the Nepal and its beauty. And yeah, I would like to ask my audience also, if you have any queries, any questions, you can write down in the comment section also, and we will be replying. Our guest will be replying to your these questions. And let's begin from starting. How did you start your journey?
You mean to Nepal?
Yes, Nepal, and you're planning towards this. Okay, I'll become a guide or this.
Yeah, actually, I'm guiding for 20 years now, and for Nepal, it's like it will be 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And to Nepal, this idea to come to Nepal, it was the first ever country to visit with airplane, actually. And it was after my mother passed away, so I asked myself, what is your best wishes, like what you really like, what you really want in your life? And I told myself, you really like mountains, so where is the biggest mountains in the world? In Nepal. There is 8 from the 8,000 peaks. There's 8.
Exactly. We all are very proud also, like regarding, we have something of the unique things in Nepal, and we should be very proud of that as well. Everyone should have this habit of asking themselves, talking to themselves. You have that one of that biggest talent, or maybe it is a superpower. I think if you are able to talk to yourself, that is a superpower as well. While coming to Nepal, what was the first, what was your image? Like, what image did you make up in your mind for the first time when you came to Nepal?
Actually, I didn't expect it will be so much exciting and so much I will see here, because I was looking for the mountains. But what really touched my heart, it was the people. The people of Nepal, the culture, and something what you have here that not much countries have.
Can you elaborate that? Like, what are those things? Like, what do the people of Nepal have, but other countries people don't?
I think every country have this, some of the people, but not such a deep like in Nepal. It's the smile and the heart and the kindness, and I cannot explain it with words, because it's more deep than I can explain with like human words can be explained.
Okay, yeah, obviously. Whenever we talk to any of the foreigner guests, we always think like, okay, they have come here to visit this place, they will come here, visit, create memories, they will go back, and they will obviously tell something good about the country, and this trend will keep on ongoing. But you have been to Nepal for a numerous time. So how do you explain Nepal to other people?
If I can explain it with one word, it's like colorful. It's like I exactly don't know this in English, the name, but it's like many varieties of cultures, ethnicities, and nature. You can see from the deep jungle, forest, till the land of the ice and stones, and like no man's land. So it's really like colorful, I can say.
So whenever you need to, or else whenever you tell to your people, like from your country, like Nepal is a kind of place where you can see different varieties, it's a garden where different flowers are present. So whenever you say like these things to them, what is their responses? How do they reply?
Actually, they reply they would like to visit the Nepal with me, because if someone asks me on my trips, what is my advice? Where to go next? Where will I take them next time? I always say Nepal, because this is deep in my heart, and nothing can touch anyone like Nepal, I think.
Obviously. I would like to send this message from this program, from my program, to the respective government also. Government should look forward to these like the guides like Ales, like they are totally dependent, they are very touched with it, they are very supportive to Nepal and its tourism. Like Pokhara is the tourism hub also, so it has become the tourism capital. but the government are still somewhere lacking behind this. So from this program, I would like to send this message to the respective authorities to like these guides should be given some benefits and they should be treated much more like they are doing very much for our country. Like I would like to go more deep into you, more close to you. What is your story? Like how was your childhood? What is your background?
My childhood. It's complicated. I was growing up with my mother only. My father left to Germany. We've been in touch. He was working hard in Germany, so he supported our family, but they were divorced, and so I was living with my mother. But my father takes me really often to the mountains, and this is how I start maybe in the mountains. This lead me to the mountains and to the sport especially. And I just studied the high school from electricity, informatics, computers, and then I went to do some other jobs like sales representative and something with computer. But then I found advertising in the newspapers. We are looking for a guide, and I told myself, why not? It's like I can speak, I know the languages, and I like to work with the people. So I tried, and here I am, 20 years already in this
field
job.
And you are loving this?
Yes, I love it. I cannot do it without the love.
I just want to ask you two more questions. Like instantly, I just came here with their answers. Like you said, you know many of the languages. How many languages do you know?
I fluently speak English and German. Of course, Czech language. We have our own language, and I understand a little bit Italian, a little bit Serbo-Croatian, and Ali Nepali.
That's the best part. I in the end also, I would like to ask you to speak something in Nepali for our audience also. That will be the last segment also. Yeah, obviously you started climbing the mountains in a very early age, so you were close to the mountains as well. Like what is the difference between the mountains of the other countries and of Nepal?
It's about the high, especially because, for example, in our country there is the highest peak 1,600 above, and here is the more than 8,000. So this is and the Alps, for example, in Europe there is like more than almost 5,000 can say almost 5,000 meters. So and the altitude is the main difference. But also Nepal is like subtropic country, so it's different. The flowers, flora, fauna, everything is different. But as I mentioned already, it's the culture and ethnicity and the various possibilities in here.
So talking about these things also creates a very imaginary situations. Also, we have seen a lot of movies where people become guide and they enjoy their life and going this and there. How difficult is it to become a professional guide?
I think you have to know how to work with people, especially because it's not about what you learn about the country, because everybody can read it in the books or in the internet, but is it especially about work with people, because everybody is different and you have to see where is the danger, for example, for the people, or what can happen. You just have to know the future a little bit, maybe, and you have to know the maps, like what is where and what is the interests of the people and their needs.
Okay. And Nepal is quite famous for its tourism, like we all know it, and Pokhara has become the tourism capital as well. You have been visiting this place since 10 years. You have seen a lot of changes, maybe changes in the sense of roads, in the infrastructure, in the food, in the culture. So like taking all this in a circle, inside a circle, in a quick recap, how much change have you noticed in this tourism?
I noticed a lot, especially in buildings. There grew up a lot of buildings, new buildings in the mountains, and a lot of roads. For example, In 2015, there were not so many roads in here through the mountains. They are still building and new. And I can say it's positive, but even negative for the culture, maybe.
Okay. Like positive in the sense of it is being accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
And in the negative, what do like? How is it a negative?
I will begin with the positive way. It's making the life easier for the people and also easier to reach the mountains, for example, for the tourists. But it's changing the originality of Nepal. Like in deep mountains, you have some like rare culture, and with the roads, with the internet and everything like this, it's changing because the people are changing for more like Western, maybe. They like to be like Western style, maybe some more technologies, and it's like disappearing the traditional life, which is the maybe one of the most popular thing to see in Nepal, because Nepal were very long close to the other nations. I think it was 1951 when the king opened the Nepal to the public, to the other countries, to the foreigners, and from that time I think it's changed a lot. But the main thing what can people see here, it was like rare traditional life, like style of life.
Exactly. So now people are very familiar with the sarangis as well. So those traditional lives. So people are like, everyone knows about those things as well. And now coming to the top surfaces, like you are a very professional paragliding that flight. What is about that? Please share that story as well.
Paragliding, it's like really deep in my heart now. It's my most favorite hobby. Before I was rock climbing, mountain climbing, and there is no higher where you can go than the air. So when the COVID came, actually, I had a lot of free time, so I can do the pilot license. One time I just get this idea. I don't know how. It's like a miracle a little bit. So I did this license, I start to fly, and I really like it. It's like something that I, again, cannot explain with the words. You are just flying like a bird and using the thermals like eagles. Sometimes we are flying with them. They are showing us the path to go up, where to go up. So you just go up with your bag and you have your own airplane on the back, actually. So this is like freedom. You can fly in the mountains,
and that feeling is amazing, always amazing. And like during these journeys, there must be many problems, many accidents, many incidents. Any such incidents which is like very deep to your heart?
I mean on paraglide?
Among anything like guiding, trekking, or paraglide.
I didn't have any accidents by guiding. I think I'm professional and I'm caring about my customers. Of course, something can happen like broken leg or something like this. But myself, I had an accident during my job on paraglide. It was maybe not much responsible to take my paraglide in the job, but I have some free time, so I was flying. And it was my mistake. I just overbrake the glide and I fall down from 20 meters and break some bones, and yes, it happens.
So, like that was a accident which you were not aware of, like it may happen, like so it happened all of a sudden. And even though after breaking 20 bones, you are perfectly fine today.
Yes, I have to be fine because I need to do my job which I love, and
is it a miracle or something like this? Like
I don't think so, but yes, I seen some angel. One of the angel I have like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She was working in hospital in that time, so I can say this was the miracle, that because of this accident I met the girlfriend, maybe the woman of my life, and everything bad can be good in some way.
So being optimist,
yes,
like everything happens for a reason.
Yes, everything happened for a reason.
And I was like wondering, how do people connect to you? Like how do they come to you by asking, or like where should we go? How do they come to you, like for asking for the places to visit?
Mostly I'm working for travel agencies in Europe, for especially Czech travel agencies, and they are giving me the trips. The program is already prepared, so I just go there where they say. I can change the program a little bit, and I work with the people, and the itinerary and everything I'm doing by myself. And only Nepal I'm doing by myself, like directly for the customers, not for the travel agencies.
So if anyone from abroad wants to visit Nepal, they can directly connect to you. Like how can they connect to you? Like is there any website or is there anything?
Yes, they can contact me over Facebook, Instagram, or my website, which is www.alra.cz. It's a little bit difficult maybe.
You can repeat this and you can find out this website also. Check out this website also. Over there you can see many experiences, many pictures, and how can they access this, please?
Actually, they can access mostly over Facebook. I'm using Facebook under my name, under my personal account. So this is where I'm mostly working with customers. They can ask me, or Instagram. It's under my name, or this like shortcut.
So people can directly connect to you over there, and they can directly ask for your guidance, for your help. And you can guide them for for any of the trips if they want. So how many times do you visit? Like what is your schedule, or for how is your, like, how do you plan this trip?
You mean to Nepal or?
Yeah, to Nepal.
I have one program now to Nepal. Now I'm thinking about some changes and make new programs, because already people asking me what will be the next. We would like to go again, but not the same program. So now I'm preparing something new. Maybe Upper Mustang, maybe Manaslu circuit and Mardi Himal track. So there is a lot of choices, a lot of possibilities here. And usually I just make the program and I just ask the customers if they would like to join me.
Okay, among all the programs you have seen, like you have, as you mentioned also many of them, which is your favorite one?
I mostly like the around Annapurna circuit. And to see the Macha Puchra and these nice mountains. I haven't been to many tracks because there's huge mountains, and I really love Annapurna. So,
okay, let's talk about Annapurna. So, when was that? Do you remember the first time you visited that Annapurna, or what was your memories? What is your memories regarding that?
That time it was the year 2015. I was walking around Annapurnas, which is the most favorite tracks in the world, I think, and one of the most beautiful track, they say, and I can agree only. And it was like 220 kilometers by walk by myself, just me, my bag, my breath, and my thoughts. And some mantras in my ears.
Yeah, I have heard about this also, that you are very keen about the culture, mantras. You are very close to the mantras also. What thing about the mantras bring you so close?
It's, I think, some kind of energy which they have inside, the meaning or the vibrations which they are giving you. I'm not understanding all of the words maybe, but I can feel it. So when I was wearing these earphones around Annapurnas, I was looking on the mountains during the sunrise. Sometimes I was crying from happiness.
Yeah, literally, and those crying was obviously of happiness, of the tears were coming out of the happiness, the feeling, the emotions, because you are between the mountains. Now, that was about the best part of your trekkings. Now coming to the part where you have faced the difficulties. Every time, whenever you came here, like for the 10 years, every time when you are coming here, what are those difficulties you are facing? Any difficulties like?
If I don't mention the physical difficulties, because what trekking is, especially in the high altitude, you can get really sick. For example, mountain sickness, which can even kill you. It's hard breathing and pain in legs and pain everywhere, but then you get just used and then it's okay. It's sometimes when you are alone, it's like psychical difficulties. If I will made it, you are alone sometimes in the mountains. You are just by yourself to do it and get over yourself, to push your limits maybe sometimes, and just don't give up. And yeah, sometimes can happen something, but I think I'm really prepared for this. I'm in the mountains for a long time.
You used a word prepared.
To be prepared.
To be prepared. You know, like I want to let's start from the beginning. Like when you plan for your trek, for your any of the trip as well, how should we start? Because you are a guide, we want you to give a message to our audience also, international, national, everyone, to the audience. Like how should you plan your trip, like from beginning, like from packing the bags to the last end of the day?
I think you have to think about the main human needs. This is the first thing. So you have to breathe. If you are not going 8,000 or something like this is easy, even in 5,000, but you need to drink. So sometimes the water don't need to be clean. So I bought the water filter, for example. You have to carry some water and then you have to eat something. But there is a lot of lodges here now, so you can eat easily. And the main thing, I think, is to be in dry and warm.
Okay.
So the proper clothes and proper shoes especially are the most important, because the feet and the legs are carrying you through the mountain. So you have to think about them, like to be in warm, to be in dry, and to have safe shelter. So good sleeping bag. And maybe even something to cover from the rain, from the storm. It can happen in the mountains. It can easy. You are such a small person, human, just the human, and you have to be prepared for the weather. And the weather is the second thing. You have to check the weather, and you have to know the meteorology a little bit.
Okay. Like, does it depends upon the days of the trek and the backpacks, or like almost all the trips should have the same sort of backpacks?
You don't need much. For example, you can be dirty. Sometimes you can wash your socks and let them dry for next days. So you need just maybe 3 socks in even long treks, and some 2 t-shirts maybe, to have one dry one and one which you are wearing on yourself. And then I think you have to be prepared for everything. So you need warm clothes and clothes which will protect you from the rain or snow.
Okay, I see. So now talking about the problems you have faced, like there are many problems. Like we can also see that about the roads while coming from your place, while traveling, and the roads also there are very problems of the roads, prices as well. So like being totally clear enough so that all the audience also realize, okay, tourists are facing these sort of problems, guests are facing these sort of problems, we should be aware of this, we should not again repeat that same mistake that guest will face. Okay, so what are those problems? Let's open those problems, let everyone know about those problems.
I think it's disappearing the popular treks now, because there are roads and the jeeps, the off-road vehicles which are going up, they are like putting dust in your face, in your nose, and you are breathing. So these villages which is like in lower altitudes, they don't have much customers now, because the customers just better take the car and go up somewhere to see the mountains from high altitude. And the villagers which were working before for the tourism, they don't have a job now, because nobody wants to breathe dust.
Yeah, exactly. And what are the problems guests or the tourists are facing? Like let's take an example, like if you are coming from Kathmandu as well, so the water prices over there and the water prices of the Pokhara, like these prices as well, and how do people treat the guest? Is there any problem in such things?
For me, there is no problems. I just expect like I'm going to Nepal. It's different than in Europe. For example, this is the main message that somebody is used to just push the button and there is like hot water flowing from the pipe, and it's not here every time. But yes, the water, of course, it's higher prices in the mountains because somebody have to carry it on the back there. So this is like we have to pay and support the people that they are carrying it. And the road from Kathmandu to Pokhara is crazy. It's getting better a little bit, but this is not good experience in Nepal.
Your deep breath can explain everything. Yeah, that is quite problem for everyone. So government should look forward to this. I have been telling this in my program. I had a full episode on roads. If you have not seen that, please check out also. Like I have made a full episode on the roads, like how problematic it can be if you don't have the proper road. Like people, not only for the tourism purpose, like just imagine for a health purpose. If a person from your family members are ill or needs an ambulance, if there's not a proper road, ambulance cannot be reaching that place. So government has to look forward to few of the places like roads, and they have to look forward to many other things also. And talking about this tourism, have you ever experienced or visited any schools, the education sector of Nepal?
Yeah, sometimes we do with the clients, with the customers. We go to the school.
So what differences do you see it from your place and over here?
I think it's about the equipment of the school, maybe sometimes like cleanliness, and I think it's not about the equipment, it's about if you want to learn something and if there is like a good teacher. So maybe the education of teachers, this is maybe the main problem in this, and I don't much see deep in this problematic, so I cannot say like what is the main difference.
Okay. Once I had an interview, like one of our TAN, like trekking agencies president, was also sitting at this hot seat, and I was talking to him. He said many promises, he gave many promises also, and he's still fulfilling it also. He's doing very well also. This program, he also watches this program. So what would you like to ask him, like what would you expect like he should do like this thing to make more comfortable for you and for the guests, for the tourists, those who come for tourism in Nepal?
I'm not much in the politics or like this, this management of tourism. I'm just a normal guide, but I think it should be like more conservative the traditional culture of the Nepal, the traditions. This is really important. We have programs like this in Europe, like big donations from state is flowing to the villages which are keeping the cows, for example, and growing the fields for the cows and keep the traditional life, because young people, they are running to the town for better money, easier jobs, and I think Nepal maybe have the same problems.
Same problem, yeah. Exactly.
So this is the main thing which I think state or tourism should be like to have support for this traditional culture.
In Nepal, youth are running away from the country. They are not running away from village to a town, but they are running away from the countries. But sadly, it's like exposing, everyone knows about this now. But anyway, so like trekking, about now talking about all these, we have talked a lot about trekking and these. Let's talk about food also, about your favorite food, about what is the foods that tourists or the guests love the most.
For me, for myself, I can say dal bhat. Dal bhat is the national food of Nepal. I can eat dal bhat every day. Every time it's different, and I really love it. My customers are not always like this because sometimes they just hate rice.
Oh, really?
Eat too much rice everywhere. But most of them they like it. Dalbat, momo, and these national recipes, and also like curry, tarkari, and traditional Tibetan gurung bread, roti, and this kind of. So the infusion, from India, it's coming something from Tibet, something from China. So this is like mix of the cultures and of the food here. I'm really into food, so I like to show my customers the food of Nepal.
The organic food also.
The organic
so your
food.
favorite is dal bhat.
Yes, especially because I eat so much, and every time when I finish the dal bhat, somebody just came even before I finished. Do you want more? So I say always yes.
Yeah, obviously. And talking about this was about the food and about the traditional attire, traditional look. Which look of the Nepalese people do you prefer? Like, which makes you more attracted towards that dressing? Which attire?
The dresses are many varieties from Hindu culture, from Tibetan culture, and like Buddhism, Hinduism is like mixed, as I mentioned. But I think the best is like traditional clothes, which the cultures are wearing. The ethnicities, you have I think over 120 ethnics here,
Yes.
so everyone have little bit differences.
Are you familiar with any festivals of Nepal?
Yes, I'm not expert of these festivals because you have many of them, but I have been here during the Dasain.
Dashain, yeah.
Dasain.
The biggest
Yes.
biggest one, yeah.
Yes, and also Tihar and Holi. Holi was the most colorful one.
Yes. So food, attire. Now talking about the songs. I want you to sing a song for our audience. Any of the songs.
Everybody knows this trekking anthem.
Please, please.
Resham firiri. Sometimes trekking, sometimes rafting. Resham firiri.
Perfect.
And Resham firiri. Sometimes momo, sometimes dalbat. Resham firiri.
Lovely. So that was a very. So you have this as a trekking anthem.
Yes, something like this. I just play this song for all my guests.
And this is the perfect thing that you have been doing. We have listened this. We have seen these videos also. You have been like, I saw one of the video where you were traveling into the woods and you were singing this along with your troops. We have seen that video in the this on the social media also. You must have also seen. And yeah, like going with a huge troops into the woods, traveling through the mountains. How does it feel being like bird flying in the like inside the freedom? Like it's like different thing without any horns of the buses, the cars, like only the birds with a sound of the rivers. How does it feel?
It's kind of rest from the civilization, and it's pushing you to be in the present moment, just enjoying the nature and feel the fresh air, hear the nature sounds, see the animals, and just feel like you are part of it, part of the nature.
Now, many of our government authorities are also seeing this program. Honestly, if you want to say or speak something to them, what would you like to speak to them? What would you like to say to them?
I would like to tell, preserve the nature. This is the most what you have, and just don't build so much roads.
Like build the roads properly where it is required on the highways, but not in the villages or the trekking place.
Yes, exactly.
And now, yeah, like there are many youth of Nepal, those who are traveling abroad for opportunities for employment. Is there any employment remaining in trekking also, like those who are going abroad? Can we bring them back? If you tell them like, okay, you can come back and do something like these, because you have seen the opportunities in Nepal. We have also seen, but maybe there are more which you have seen, the other youth have not seen, they have gone abroad. So is there any such?
I think to be a porter, it can be a good job for the youths, and it will make you stronger because it's hard job, but you can earn maybe nice money for this. Or to be a guide, like a local guide, if you will be well educated and you will know to speak English. If you speak good English, you can work in this, and also you can like sell local products.
Okay.
To have some farm and to preserve the traditional life of farming, because I think most of the people from Nepal is working in agriculture. I think it's about 70% maybe.
Yes, exactly.
So maybe it can be connected with the tourism, like agriculture, tourism, like agritourism.
Okay, I see. Yeah, obviously. So the boys or the youth, not only boys, the youth, those who are going abroad, there is still opportunities in Nepal. People are coming here. We can serve them. We are here. We should be here to serve them. So people, those who are doing hard work abroad, can we make it more better? Like there is chances. We can try, obviously. And we have almost come to the end of this program. Although I want to talk a lot with you, but our time it's limited. So we are almost to the end of the program. At this instant, I just want to ask you. You are here today as Ales Rajsky. Is there any back support for you? Would you like to give any credit to any person, any special person?
Sorry, I didn't understand now.
Like, would you like to give any credit to any of the person? Like, they made you like this, they shaped you, they gave you the ideas, something like this. Any special person in your life?
I would like to thank to my father and my mother that they just let me live. They just give me the life. This is the most important, I think. I would like to thank to my girlfriend now, which is making me a better person.
Can you recall her name also, if you are comfortable?
Yeah, I would like to thank Sharka, my girlfriend. I really love her. And my best friends in Rana, when I'm flying, the paragliding pilots, they're really nice people. And I would like to thank to you because you invite me here, and also we met like a few years ago before the COVID, and you are a really nice person, and many people in Nepal.
It was so generous of you by mentioning my name. Thank you so much. You have been a very supportive hand for everyone, for including me as well. So almost we have come to the end of our session. At the end, there are a lot of people watching us from now. We have international guests in Good Morning City also. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself that I am able to bring a international guest also. And at the end, there are many people, youth, audience, those who are willing to go for the trek, see, and there are international guests also. What would you like to address them?
Be proud that you are Nepalese. You have something that a lot of people don't have, especially the kindness, the heart, and the smile.
And at the end, let's recall your website also, and your Facebook name also, so that people can connect to you and ask more about your guidance in this trekking.
Okay, it's www.alra.cz, Alra.cz, and Facebook is under my name, but it's hard to say in English. It's
so people can connect to you through website. So please go out, check out this website, connect to him, ask more about the trekking, and if you feel so, please visit Nepal obviously once. And obviously our Nepalese can also connect to him, because you don't know how much entertaining this guy is if you be with him. And coming to the end of this session, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming in this Good Morning City, all the way from Czech Republic, representing yourself, giving so much of knowledge, telling such positive things about Nepal, obviously, and the things which Alish has mentioned. Government will obviously look forward to that, and I think that government should give some of the benefits also, provide some of the benefits also to him, because he is being a back supporter to the Nepal's tourism also. Thank you so much, Alice, for being in my program.
Dhanyabad bhai.
So this was the end of our program for this episode, and keep watching City One television and this Good Morning City as well. Thank you. Wherever you are, be busy, be entertaining, be happy, make everyone happy. Thank you so much.